Chip, no! No. No, Chip! No. Chip? What? No. 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 Good. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Get welcomed. Haha, got you. Haha. You got welcomed. Hello, how are you doing? I believe it's him. Yeah, so this is my my annual famous extended April Fool's joke. I am not actually live right now. This is a pre-recorded video. I'm just expert at guessing what you're gonna say. Sorry about that, but yeah, that's how it is. I've actually been deceased for the past 50 years, I think. Yeah, I was very innovative back in 1970, 1970, in the 1970s. Still very bad at math, unfortunately, but yeah, that's how it is. How do we know you're real? Well, you don't. That's the fun part. That's the fun of it. Also, thank you very much for the Prime Stop, Felix. Welcome in, dude. Meowdy Aaron, Meowdy for Felix. And thank you for the resub as well, Great Falcons. Welcome in, dude. 5 months, let's go. Yeet. Yeet indeed. Banana, I don't know. Maybe? Good morning, we missed you. Yeah, I really appreciate the nice messages, Cosmos. I really appreciate that. Secret channel. So it's not this channel is not supposed to be a secret, okay? It's not supposed to be a secret. But with the way YouTube handles it, it might as well be a secret. It doesn't tell anybody that I have this channel. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that rant again. I rant about that in like every stream. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you for being here today. Yes, if any of you follow me on Patreon, you might have read a little bit about how I've been doing lately. Short summary is past week, a little bit over a week, not been great for me. Nothing like particularly bad happened. I'm kind of struggling to figure out the cause of it, but yeah, very rough week. It's been almost 2 weeks, oh my god. Very rough 2 weeks in the mental health department, unfortunately, so that has kind of impacted my my ability to live stream, sadly. My brain just stopped working. What else was I gonna say? Someone back me up here. What was I gonna say? Any mind readers in the chat? Mind readers? No? Okay. Rent a billboard to advertise this channel. Yeah, because people who go outside, go to cities and look at billboards. Definitely my target audience. What was I gonna say? Bro, I hate this. Why am I like this? Yeah. So, to be totally honest, I do often just live stream anyway, even when I'm feeling pretty down mentally. Streams actually tend to improve my mood, to be honest. It's just nice to, like, you know, yap to the funny people in my screen. And I think a lot of my mood tends to be related to my feeling of accomplishment, I guess, and like doing a live stream definitely attributes to that. Attributes. I don't think that's the right word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, usually I would do it anyway, but you know, last 2 weeks, very oof, ouch, owie for my brain, and like, I know a lot of you don't really mind if I'm a bit more, if I'm not like super duper happy boy all the time. But I do, to be completely honest with you, because I really want my streams to be like a nice place where you could go to like chill, take your mind off things, because I know a lot of you are also going through some rough stuff right now, and I do kind of want to like contribute to something nice in the world, I guess, something distracting in a good way. So that's why I refrained from streaming the past 2 weeks. But I will say I'm not like 100% good, to be totally honest with you, but I'm doing like way better. Way better, thankfully. So please don't worry about me. But thank you very much for all the very sweet messages and for coming along to stream today. I really appreciate it. Hope you're a super duper happy boy. It makes me happy that you're happy. That's sweet. Yeah, it's my brain is weird. I tend to go through these phases of like extreme depression, but I also get phases of extreme happiness. Like, to the point where I feel like I'm like on top of the world, freaking like somehow I both like hate myself and think I'm a terrible person, and also think I'm like the best guy who ever existed and lived. It changes depending on the week. It's interesting to live like that. Well, you know, I try to take advantage of those happy moments and be kind to myself when it's Brain, can you work? Hello? Knock knock, anyone there? Could be bipolar disorder. Yeah, I've thought about that too, but I feel like I don't know. I mean, sure, I have these very extreme differences, but I feel like they're not like as extreme as people who are diagnosed with bipolar experience. But obviously, I'm not a mental health professional, so take that with a grain of salt. It's definitely something I've been chatting with my therapist about, so... Would love to draw your OC again, but as a pony, do I have your permission? Of course you do. Hell yeah, I love ponies. Let's go. Appreciate it, thank you. Sounds to me more like BPD than bipolar, but I don't know, I'm not a therapist. See, that's a good example of the fact that I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know the difference between those two, to be completely honest with you. Ponies are cool, true. Always... Oh no, I'm cute. Last time I did a stream like this, I got to draw a pony for one of these icons, and I was having the time of my life. It was amazing. So thank you for the resub, Stephen. Welcome in, dude. 23 months, bro. Bro, that's almost 2 years. That's like 1/10 of my live streaming years. As you know, I've been live streaming for almost 200 years now. Yeah. So real quick context. Yeah, I'm doing wiggle icons again, because you know that's the thing. I love doing these. And this is a commission for Willow the cat. They have the most adorable freaking cat soda, and I'm having the absolute time of my life drawing this, and this is how it looks so far. I did the lines, I did the colors, and yeah, all I need to do now is the shading and the background and the touch-ups, and it'll be done. Yeah, I'm an efficient guy. I'm an efficient worker. Hell yeah. Hope you're all doing good. Been having anxiety attacks. Also, my dad is a big problem. Glad I could make it here. I'm sorry to hear that, Waffles, but welcome in. Thank you for taking time out of your day to stop by. I will try my best to distract you from your troubles. I'm on a ship to Germany right now? What the heck? I mean, that sounds fun. Thank you for the bits, Felix. I can see why you're an artist slash animator, not a math teacher slash LH. Shut up. I'm like... I have a disorder. Okay, I mean, do you call it a disorder? A learning disability. I have dyscalculia, so I feel like I'm allowed to be bad at math. Okay. Please never ask me to read an analog clock. I don't. I look at it and it looks like frickin' it looks like ancient text. Like I don't know what I'm looking at. Looks great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far. I might do a little trick. Here's something I do. When I'm not 100% happy with the colors, I go to this funny menu, I go to edit, and I go to tonal correction, hue and luminosity. Then I like adjust the hue. Which is very subtle, but you can kind of see the shading color like change a little bit. It's kind of like a little trick to find a more fitting color. Now I have to change this back so I can yoink the color for the rest of the shading. But that's okay. Doesn't take too long. I need my screen to be a bit brighter actually. Can't see anything. Disgusting. 34 months? What's up, dude? Welcome in. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Tried to find something funny about 34, but couldn't, so anyway, I exist. Got way too much to do and suddenly have 1,000 people to babysit. Oh my gosh. I mean, would you like to elaborate on that? You don't have to, but... Gulp. Oh, me named Big Gulp. But yeah, it is a public holiday today in Germany. Some kind of like religious thing. I don't know. Are you guys like? Are you doing anything fun today? Because I sure aren't. Holiday in Germany means everything is closed, so there's like not even a point. Although I mean, it's a good opportunity to go outside, go to like a nature park or something. I'm not doing that though, because I've got work to do. And also, I can't be bothered. Also, in Germany, for some reason, today is also Tanzverbot. You are forbidden from dancing. Do not ask me why. I'm sure there's at least one person in chat who can explain why, but I have no idea personally. Woke up at 4:40 AM because I forgot to turn off the alarm. Oh my god. RIP. That's another thing. I've been I mean, this is not very new for me, I guess, but I've been sleeping really badly lately. Excellent. It's wonderful. I love it. And today I woke up because what was it? Yesterday I woke up at like 11. I was like, bro, did my alarm not go off? What happened? And then today I woke up in a panic, like, oh no, my alarm didn't go off again. I look at my phone, it's 8 AM. I love it. Yeah. I do be EP. But when am I not EP? It's pretty frustrating, to be completely honest with you, because it really affects you know, I've been trying to work out. Working out is good for you. But I just never have the energy for it because I'm not sleeping properly. It's great. I love it. Anyway, we're not gonna spend all stream complaining. I apologize. So I work on a P2CE, right? We ran an April Fool's event where we accepted anyone into the beta that applied. We accepted 1,092 people and then cut it short because we couldn't manage the masses. Okay, I don't know if I just have fish brain, but you're gonna have to explain what P2CE is again. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, the only fool we made was us of ourselves. That's amazing. Ah. Hey Chip, how are you? I am fine, thank you for asking. Welcome in, Rust. How are you? Thank you for the bribe sub, by the way, Twisted Ninja. What the heck? Welcome to the Kato Squad. The ever-expanding Kato Squad. One day I will take over the entire world. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's, I was gonna stream on... What was that? Tuesday? No. Yeah, Wednesday, because I was busy on Tuesday. I was gonna stream on Wednesday, but not only was I, like, horrifically depressed, it was also April Fool's, and I was like, bro, I cannot... I don't know if I can... I can't do a stream in this state, bro. I could not think of anything worse. But, I'm very... That being said, I'm very glad to be back, to be totally honest. I'm having fun. I always love streaming. I need my I need my weekly 3 hours of yapping. My weekly 3 to 6 hours of yapping. Excuse me. Thank you for the resub trends. I appreciate it. Woo, 3 months, let's go. Thank you so much. 3 months of katoing. Oh. First time watching your stream and you immediately sub? That's really nice of you. What the heck? Thank you. Well, welcome in. We here we do art. We do yapping. That's kind of it, really. Didn't expect to join to see you doing this, but whoa, hey. No spoilers. You're not allowed to see. You're not allowed to see it yet. Actually, you know what? Now that you're here, I do have a small question. So on your reference sheet, there was no pupil. I added it in anyway because that's just kind of like how I do things with my art style. But I can remove it if you prefer no pupil. Totally up to you. Yeah, thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Appreciate it. Why pay for therapy when you can get paid for yapping on stream? Also, you missed my explanation about today's holiday. Whoops. Give me a sec. Today? Oh, right. Thank you. Thank you for the other bits. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know how I missed that. I need, like, a really loud alert sound for that, I feel like. Today is Good Friday, which is the anniversary of Jesus' crucifixion. Easter Sunday is the anniversary of Jesus' resurrection. Wow. That's wild. I still don't understand why you're not allowed to dance in Germany, though. Is it even just a German thing? Tanzverbot? Was the Mario Galaxy movie premiere? Yeah, Mario Galaxy, woo! I'm gonna go see it on Saturday. That's tomorrow. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. I'm gonna go in with low expectations. Like, okay. I didn't really enjoy the first one that much. It's just because I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of a movie snob, I feel like. The story just disappointed me with how, like, generic it was. But this time I'm going into it knowing that it's probably gonna have a generic story, and I'm just gonna try to, like, focus on, like, nice visuals. I'm gonna try to focus on, yo, that's a Mario, yo, that's a Yoshi, and etc. Then I'll probably like it more. Like the people actually? Nice. Mostly use your streams as background noise, so no spoilers. Yeah, no, I was just kidding. You can look if you want to. Yeah, it like annoys me a little bit. Really quick, thank you for the bits, Felix. This time I didn't miss it. Growing up Catholic, I wasn't allowed to watch TV or play video games on Good Friday. Really? Like only on that day? Is that a thing that Catholics do? I've never heard of that. Interesting. Did you see the Backrooms trailer? I did not. I don't watch trailers. Honestly, I like going into media with like knowing as little as possible about it, so I never watch trailers. Although I don't know if I'm gonna watch Backrooms. Is it a movie? Is it a movie or a series? I don't even know. That's how little I know about it. Well, yeah, I'm kind of annoying when it comes to media. Yo, thank you for the 100 bits, Twisted. What the heck? Thank you. That's an absolute legend right there, if I've ever seen one, not gonna lie. There's another movie I watched recently was the Project Hail Mary, that like space movie that recently came out that apparently people think is a masterpiece. Okay, like honestly, when it came to that one, I was like not in a good headspace when I watched it. Like it was while I was at the convention Heroes Made in Asia. For some reason we thought it would be a good idea to watch an over 2-hour long movie after an entire day of running a booth at a convention. I was deceased. I was dying of tiredness. So I want to like I will completely accept that definitely affected my my opinion of the movie. I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I didn't. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. I fell asleep during the movie. Yeah, it's like okay. It was a cute movie. It's cute. I'll give it that. It's cute. But I did kind of lose interest in it as soon as the alien got introduced, which is like the whole point of the movie. So but like I don't know. I wish I wasn't so critical of like media. I wish I could enjoy things more. But it did bother me like how I don't know, it just felt very like corporate, I guess, the movie. It was like, oh look this adorable little alien, and the alien kind of like acts like a little animal, and it's just kind of like I feel like it would have been more interesting if the alien was more alien, you know, instead of them trying to make like a cute little guy. But at the same time, like I do accept that I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to this kind of thing, and I can understand why people really like the movie. I do wish I could just like tone my brain down sometimes when I watch stuff and just like enjoy it without constantly thinking like I don't like this element. This element is very typical. This isn't different or interesting enough for me. Where feel like a little Grinch sometimes. But when it comes, okay, like, so for that movie, like, I don't mind that it's very that it's not like super artistic or anything. Like, it doesn't need to be. It's fine. It's just not my kind of movie. That's fine. But when it comes to the Super Mario movie, I was very disappointed because it's just such a cool, like, Mario is such a cool, has such a cool world, such cool characters, really creative and interesting. So to see them make such a typical, predictable story out of it was really disappointing to me. So that movie bothers me a lot, to be totally honest. I wish it didn't, because it's like, it's a kid's movie, bro. I need to like chill. Yeah. But I just think it's such a shame, because there's so many like creative people working in animation. Oh. Ich habe fast alles davon verstanden. Vielen Dank, Dr. Jom. Vielen Dank. Ich weiß nicht, ob du Deutsch verstehst. Aber wenn nicht, musst du einfach nur 30 Sekunden warten, bis ich wieder auf Englisch reden kann. Ich gebe dir trotzdem ein Herzchen. Vielen Dank. Und willkommen. Willkommen. Jeder versteht willkommen, oder? Willkommen. Willkommen bei meinem Stream. Ich bin... Ja. Das war's. Jo. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit sick. Sometimes I just randomly start speaking a different language. Yeah, thank you very much for the Toto, Dr. Yo. I appreciate it. You're welcome in. Feeling super joyous today. That's amazing. I'm glad to hear that. Absolute legend. Mood, honestly. Yeah. It's pretty bad pretty bad problem. Watching movies tends to be more enjoyable with others, regardless of how bad it is, I've come to find. Yeah, that's very true. Even in my case, that's very true. I did, I did watch the Project Hail Mary movie with friends. My partner, Tim, my Dutch friend who helped us out at the con, and his partner. And then when we left the... Sorry, my brain is not braining. When we left the movie theater, everyone else was like, yo, that was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. And then I'm just there at the back like... Bro, I didn't have the heart to tell them that I fell asleep. Again though, circumstances. It was due to the circumstances. I just like, you know, the whole like... the whole like back and forth with the alien, it got a bit repetitive, and my brain was like, you know, we don't need to like pay attention right now. Right, I got 5 brain cells. Yeah, my 5 singular brain cells are running on overdrive right now. Since Mario movie already has such amazing characters and worlds and everything, doesn't need a unique story to be an epic movie. Yeah, I think it just disappointed me, that's all. It just felt like wasted potential. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, because there's so many creative people who work in animation. And I feel like they're not allowed, a lot of, like, these people aren't allowed to explore, like, unique and like, new stories in favor of, you know, I don't know if corporations is the right word. In favor of corporations, let's just say corporations, who you know, are like, you know, let's dial it back a bit. Let's make it more family friendly. Let's make it more typical for like wider audiences to enjoy. What the heck? Thank you. What? 5 gifted subs, Felix? What the heck? Thank you, dude. Oh my god, appreciate it. My Kato squad is growing. Hell yeah. Oh my god, thank you, dude. Absolute legend. Absolute hacking legend right there. Oh. Oh, also another. I'm gonna make one more point about the whole the whole movie thing, and then I'll move on because I don't want to be too negative. But another thing that really bothers me in movies is like the really like commercial music that they sometimes do. Like Mario movie had a lot of a lot of that, and it just felt really unfitting to me. It felt really unfitting. It broke my immersion. I didn't like it. And there were some scenes in Project Hail Mary as well where the music was just so like goofy, and it was like a dance sequence, and it's like, bro, am I in 2009? Things I can't stand part 4. Yo, Zipki, what's up? Welcome in. Woke up early enough to catch a stream. Oh my god, how early is it for you? Is this about the Mario movie? It's about the first Mario movie. I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm gonna see it tomorrow. Just to summarize, I was explaining to chat begrudgingly why I didn't really enjoy the first Mario movie. But like, I'm going into the second one without expecting it to be, you know, a really cool, unique story, whatever. I'm just gonna go into it, I'm gonna turn my brain off, I'm gonna look at the cool visuals, I'm gonna look at all my favorite characters being silly, I'm gonna try my hardest to ignore the fact that Chris Pratt is voicing Mario. I think so if I go into it like that, I think I'm gonna enjoy it a bit more. Luigi being silly is the best part about the movie. Yeah, I did enjoy Luigi in the first one. I do remember that. I like Luigi in general. He's a great character. $8:32 a.m. What the flip? Also barely woke up to watch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to start my streams a bit later, which I think fits more people's schedules, but since I started waking up at a reasonable time, I now would rather stream a little bit earlier, so I'm like finished earlier, and then I can have time to make food and stuff, you know. Ah. Still can't believe that Yoshi is voiced by Donald Glover. Dude, I completely forgot about that. What timeline are we living in? Yeah, I do. Okay, I did say that was going to be my last negative point, right? Okay, last point. I do kind of wish the Mario movies were made by like a Japanese studio. I don't particularly enjoy how like Americanized they feel. No offense, Americans. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna watch it, and I'm gonna wait. I just remembered. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the German dub tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about being distracted by Chris Pratt. But I am gonna miss out on Donald Glover as Yoshi and Charlie Day as Luigi, which I'm a little sad about. But you know, that's what you gotta do when you go to the movies with your German family members. I also had to put up with the German dub of the Chainsaw Man movie, which was also rather painful, but I still very much enjoyed that movie, so... Ah. All I'm gonna say is that the Sonic movie did what Nintendo don't. Excellent reference. Yeah, I haven't seen the third Sonic movie yet. I've heard that one's really good. First two were okay. But again, I'm very picky and I'm also 28 years old, so... Yeah. 5:30 a.m., bro. Was gonna go back to sleep, but I need something to put on in the background. Oh, okay. In that case, I'll try my best not to scream loudly, as I tend to do at random intervals. Just kidding, of course. I'm like the most quiet person you'll ever meet. Speaking of video game adaptations, do you have any thoughts on Detective Pikachu? I have seen Detective Pikachu. I think it was also, like, okay. Like, I didn't love it, but it was also not bad. It definitely was like, fairly creative for what it was. But it has been many years, so I don't know. Do the raw. There you go, raw. Yeah, I do like movies sometimes, okay? I don't hate every single movie I watch. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder. Himber wishing and the stretch reminder twisted. I shall do that right now. Now it's not working. I think it did work. It was just a very quick meow. Yes, despite everything I've been saying, I do enjoy movies sometimes. I absolutely freaking love the Chainsaw Man movie. It's like my favorite movie ever. So yes, I do have the ability to enjoy things. Don't worry. Okay, am I happy with this shading? Watched like 5 unique movies in my life. Remember watching Frozen and the Lego Movie again and again before sleeping when I was younger. Yeah, same here. I would also watch like the same 3 movies over and over as a kid. One of them, for some reason, was Chicken Little, which is famously very mid-movie. But I had, you know, I had like a couple of DVDs and I would just rewatch them. I also don't watch movies in general very often, honestly. I'm more of a fan of watching series. I think, you know, I am one of those guys who will like not feel like watching a movie, but will then watch like 10 episodes of an anime in a row. like 20 minutes each. I think my brain just like feels more comfortable watching something that's like split up into sections, because it's like, you know, you could stop at any point or you can keep going, it's up to you. I think I just find that easier to deal with. Have you watched live action One Piece? I haven't. I've heard many good things about it, so I'll probably watch it eventually. I'm just... when it comes to One Piece, I'm waiting for the remake that they're hopefully eventually gonna make, because I did try to watch the original series and I suffered. No, I'm not trying to like piss off everybody in every single fandom today. There's some good things about it. I didn't hate my entire viewing of One Piece, but it was I couldn't finish it, sadly. Wow, thank you for the 100 bits, Twisted. What the heck? Legend? Smoker mindset? What do you mean? Also, thank you for the bits, Felix. I tried the meow command and redeemed a random meow. Chip moved, but didn't make a sound. In that case, it was probably just too quiet. The thing is, I don't think I can see which sound that was, so I can like make it louder. Let me see. Yeah, because I can see a history of which commands were played, but I can't see which sound it was. Stop whenever I want. Let's see. When the chip flakes. True. What's up, Spun Andy? Welcome in. Also, thank you, Penny, for commissioning me. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you're watching stream right now, but I'll thank you anyway. I think what I'm gonna do is finish up the shading on this one. And then I'll start the sketch for Penny's. Thank you for the bits, Twisted. What is your favorite character to draw? That is a good question. You know what? I don't remember the last time I drew a character that wasn't one of my own. Not because I don't want to. I just don't have a ton of time to draw anything that's not Chipflake related nowadays. And when I do want to draw, I always want to draw my own OCs. That was still silent. Okay, oh wait. We've had this issue before. I know the issue. I know what that is. I believe... Is that gonna fix it? Let me try. Let me do a test meow. Why no sound? That means you didn't even hear the text-to-speech earlier, did you? And nobody told me? I mean, I bet at least one person told me, but I just didn't see it. Because my brain is spaghetti. That is strange. And annoying. I guess I can try restarting VTS Pog, but I don't know if that's going to break everything. Yeah, now I don't even hear anything. uh, hmm. Wait. 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 There we go. That works, right? But Chip is not animated. Oh, he is. Okay, we're good. We're good. I have a mouth, but I can't scream. Well, now he can scream. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know, though. The text-to-speech? Yeah, when the donation I got earlier, it gets read out by Chip. There we go. Thank you for testing it. Watched you play Portal on Cats of the Underworld. It was funny. Yo, that was ages ago. You're an OG. What the heck? It's weird hearing you swear sometimes. Yeah, if you ever meet me in real life, like, every second word is a curse word. Text to meow. I have no mouth and I must meow. I love the new Chip plush you made for the con. He's so cute. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm really happy with how he turned out, honestly. He's a super adorable little... just a little ball. It's hard to limit my swears. It's kind of funny because I do just like naturally swear constantly in my day-to-day life. But I don't find it difficult to stop, like for these streams, for example. I might throw in a light swear occasionally, but nothing like... I would say like the F word, for example, on stream. And I don't find it that difficult to not do that. I think I have a lot of training from spending time at my nan's house. Because my nan's like, you know, don't ever swear while you're there, bro, or you'll die. You will be killed. Finally got you on time in your life. Hell yeah, welcome in. How's it going? When you have the ability to curse in 2 languages, might as well take advantage. That is a very good point. Very true. Very true. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. I like what Chipflake says, it's chipflaking time. And then he chipflakes all over those guys. Yeah, like every day. Every single day, dude. Thank you for the bits as well, Twisted. What's your favorite type of character to draw? Like type of animal? I do enjoy drawing cats. Very typical response from me, I guess, but I do enjoy drawing cats. This is a cat. And I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know if your original question was even about like commercial characters. I don't know if the word commercial is right. But I'm still thinking about it. Like, when was the last time I drew like fan art of like a game or something? It might have been that frickin' animation of Chikorita like spinning its leaf. I think that might have been the last time I drew a commercial character. Yeah, I haven't thought about this before, but like I I used to draw Pokemon, Digimon, all that sort of stuff all the time. And nowadays, I really don't. Again, it's not because I don't want to. I mean, I guess it's partially because I don't want to, because I'd rather draw my own characters. But if I did have more free time to draw whatever I want, I think I would still draw like Pokemon and stuff. Oh, I used to draw a ton of MLP fan art back before my YouTube took off. Cats are pretty cool. True. What do you think is better, making art on an iPad or a computer? So, I don't know if you can tell, but I am working on an iPad right now. Despite the fact that I have a very expensive screen tablet hooked up to my computer that I barely use. Which I know is probably painful to hear. The thing is, it's just so big and bulky that, like, especially when I stream, it's just kind of a pain. Like, I don't know where to, like, put everything. I don't know. But it feels amazing to draw on. Like, it's really, really good. It's just way too big. And, you know, when I can use my iPad, I can just, you know, I don't feel like sitting at the PC anymore. I can take it to the living room, the bedroom, whatever, and just like continue working on there. It's very cool. The Socks have a last name. His last name is probably Shoe. Socks Shoe. Oh my god. Yeah, none of my characters have last names actually. Never really thought about that. Never really thought about giving them last names. Hey Chip, how's life? Saving up so I can buy a game. I appreciate it, thank you. Speaking of which, it's actually on sale right now on the Nintendo eShop. I think only in the European one right now. Nintendo's a bit annoying when it comes to trying to implement sales. Because we wanted it to be on sale at the same time as the Steam version, but Nintendo was a bit too slow with, like, getting back to us about it. Have a lovely stream. Take care. Gonna do my stuff now. No worries. Enjoy doing stuff. Thank you for stopping by. Benefits of mobile, you can take it and do art anywhere. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I do feel bad for not using my big frickin' Wacom tablet though. It was so expensive. Like, not that the iPad is not also expensive, but it's a fraction of the price of the Cintiq. This is just so much like I have the little iPad on my desk. I can grab my drink really easy. My keyboard is right next to me. I can look at the big screen with the chat on, and I look at my streaming program on the other screen. It's all really nice. There's so much space. Thank you for the bits, Twisted. I appreciate it. What's the game called again? Super Chipflake. Ooh. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the resub, Blue Darian. Welcome in. How are you? Did you leave a message? Apparently this is a thing again. True. True story. Quest for the uncooked schnitzel. Yeah, I always forget about the tagline. IOC's full name is Oreo Flurry. That's actually amazing. How much is the Wacom? Nowadays it's more expensive. I think I paid 2,500 for it. 5 years ago now, I think. No longer than that. Like 6 or 7 years ago, don't say it. And I also, I also cracked the screen a bit. Because I tried to open it up and clean insides because it's getting loud. The fans are very loud, probably because they're full of dust. But yeah, I both cracked the screen and didn't even clean it because I was too scared to break it even more. Thankfully, it's just a crack like in the corner that doesn't affect my ability to draw with it. Now I want a schnitzel. Mood. What happens when you win Super Chipflake? Ooh, do you have a cooked schnitzel? Well, you'll have to find out yourself. Scared to clean my PS5 even though I probably should. I feel like the consoles in general are pretty safe to clean. It's usually a lot of guides about them, about how to clean them online. There are really not that many guides on how to clean a graphics tablet online. The main reason why cleaning a screen graphics tablet though is so dangerous is because it's like this laminated screen. It's very, very easy to crack, and you know, when it comes to a PlayStation or something, you don't have to worry about that. Speaking of your game, I actually beat the beta of it. Had to use some tricks, but I beat it in under an hour. Oh yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I can't wait for the 6-7 meme to die, to be completely honest. It's getting it's getting ridiculous. Wait, a screen graphic tablet like the Wacom? Yeah, like a Wacom Cintiq. Because you know you got two types of graphics tablets. You got the ones where you draw directly onto a screen, and you also have the ones where you draw on the pad and it you see it on your monitor. Those ones are very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. Very inexpensive compared to the screen tablets. Also, speaking of tablets and expensive ones, it is completely unnecessary to buy a Wacom Cintiq in my opinion. Unless you're somebody who earns money through making art and earns a decent amount. You really don't need to spend that much on a tablet. Like a regular pad one is more than enough. The first God, I really wish I remember what year I got my Cintiq. I think it was 2020. It was either 2020 or 2019. But yeah, the first 3 or 4 years of my YouTube channel were made entirely on a regular pad tablet without a screen. It's, you know... Do you know about the 6-7 animation meme? I do not, and I do not want to. Super Chipflake Ooh is one of my favorite games. Really? That's really sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. Oh my gosh, a raid? Thank you, Turtle DM. What the heck? Welcome in, everybody. I'm doing art. I'm doing an art. Utterly awesome raid, yo. I just happen to love otters. I'm a skunk though, I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, welcome in, dude. How's it going? How was your stream? Feel free to advertise yourself a little bit. When I extend my 2D animation skills, any pointers? I know Wacom has TV animation, whatever it's called. I don't know about that. Stream was great. It was my affiliate anniversary. Oh, no way. Congrats, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, animation tips. The thing I always say, and I apologize if you already know / have done this. The first thing you should do if you want to get into animation is look up the 12 principles of animation. There's a really good video series about it on YouTube. Very quick and easy thing to watch and practice and stuff. It's basically everything you need to know about animation. And I always say this because it took me a really long time to actually discover that. And I feel like I could have like made like improved my animation so much faster if I actually known about that earlier. I mean, the way I got into animation, I didn't like learn it by going to school or anything. I literally just started doing it because I thought it was fun. So I did miss out on a lot of fundamentals right in the beginning. While drawing, yo, Hyphen, welcome in, dude. How are you today? Thank you for the bits, Twisted Ninja. I have to go see it. No worries, dude. Thank you so much for all the support today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have an excellent day. Because you hecking deserve it. Raid and run, get some lunch with lurkies. No worries. Thank you very much. Go eat a burger. Oh yeah, and also, so you know, like when you draw, you just like make a drawing, and you use references to figure out how to draw that thing accurately. You should be doing that with animation as well. You gotta reference a mixture of like videos, visual footage of how the thing looks in real life, as well as how other people animate it. Never be afraid to use references. In fact, you should be using them. So how are you gonna know how to make animation of the thing when you don't know what it look like? Don't trust your brain to just guess, because that's not how it works. Your brain won't register all the important small details unless you actively study the thing. Your stuff inspires me a lot. Thanks for streaming today. And like the fan art I gave, I think. Yo, I really appreciate it. Also, I don't think you're annoying anyone. Don't worry about that. Ah. Yeah, I do actually have another animation tip. So a lot of people, mostly beginner animators, but a lot of somewhat experienced animators as well, also always have the urge to just use like tons of frames. Like their animation doesn't feel smooth enough, they just multiply the frames by 2, 4, whatever. And I believe you should be doing the opposite. I think you should try to animate in as few frames as possible. Because that kind of forces you to really think about, like, what do you want to portray in each drawing? Like, how can you best convey the motion with your drawings? That's what animation is, right? It's like conveying movement through drawing. And only increase your frame count when you feel like you really have to. There's like no other way to convey this motion without adding an extra frame. And once you've got like this core animation, yo, that's you, Felix, right? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Once you got that like core animation that's like your motion conveyed in as few frames as you few unique drawings as you can manage, then you can go in and add in-betweens and make it like smooth and 24 FPS or whatever if you want to. But great animations will look smooth even at 12 FPS, even at 8 FPS. A lot of my videos are in only 12 FPS or sometimes even 8 FPS. Thank you so much for the resub, by the way, Matthew. What the heck? 44 months? 44. 44. Meowdy and good meowing. Time zone dependent. Every yum. Meowdy and good meowing to you too, dude. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the bits, Felix. Yup, I commissioned you. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is finish off the... I said this like half an hour ago. I'm gonna finish off the shading for this one. And then I'm gonna move on to the sketch for Penny, and then I'll do Felix's sketch as well. And then move on to the lines and such. Oh right, I also wanted to say, once I'm done with the lines for this, I'll take a little break as well, because it has been a bit over an hour. And I need a cola refill. That's about 4 years. Are you serious? 4 months away from 4 years? Hello? 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 Why does time go by so fast? Need some help real quick. How do I convince my mom that it's reasonable to go, I'm not spending time on reading something you didn't spend time writing? Like in regards to like AI or... It's like, I don't know if I can help there, because to me that sentence is like all you need. That's like explanation enough to me. Like, I don't know how you can hear that and still like argue against that. Trying to study tornadoes for an animated project I want to do, and it's hard to find a satisfying rest mode for it. Thank you for the stretch reminder, Rust. Yeah, I get that. It can be very hard to find specific references for things. I've attempted to animate fire a lot in my lifetime, and you know, you would think it wouldn't be that hard to find good references for fire, but it really is. I still feel like I haven't perfected the ability to animate fire. Fire's like really hard to animate. Yeah, maybe you should look up like I mean, I don't know how cartoony you want it to look. That would probably be a bit too cartoony, but when I think of tornadoes, I think of like Wile E. Coyote, like Looney Tunes. No, not Wile E. Coyote, the other guy. What is he called? The Tasmanian tiger. Is he a Tasmanian tiger? I think so. Tasmanian devil. Yeah. Yeah, it's AI. She discovered ChatGPT. I instantly migrated her to Lumo, the same but Proton, so there's privacy. That's good. But she keeps spamming me with outputs from it no matter how often I tell her. No. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. You would think, you know, having like a son who's so like such a like tech whiz, she would like trust you a bit more. I'm just Chipflake. I've seen you from YouTube and the game release. Hell yeah, go buy my game right now. Just kidding. You can chill here for a bit first. Very random, but do you have any thoughts on the new Tomodachi Life game? Don't worry about being random. This is how this is how streams go. There's always somebody asking a completely random question. That's what I like. I don't really have many thoughts because it's like only on Switch 2, right? And I don't have one of those, and I don't really have a plan to get one anytime soon. It looks cool though. I like all the character customization you can do in it. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger reference, one of the greatest games of all time. Is it actually good? I always wanted to play that game as a kid. And I don't know how this happened, but my mum bought it for me. But when I opened the box, had Crash Bandicoot in it, which, you know, would have been cool, but it was literally the same game that we already owned. So we just had 2 Crash Bandicoots and they were tied the Tasmanian Tiger, and I was very sad. Guessing she bought it used. Yeah, she would always buy games for me and my brother, like, on eBay. So I'd get some very interesting Pokemon games. So, like, I had this version of Pokemon, this, like, fake version of Pokemon Sapphire, where it wasn't in English, but it wasn't in any language that I think, like, actually exists. It was, like, gibberish. It was so strange. I wish I still had it, because it was very interesting. I also had a very convincing, but also fake version of Pokemon Ruby. I knew it was fake because the cartridge it came in was like a generic grey one instead of like the actual like ruby colored one that the official one comes in. And you know, you can tell when they print the label for it that the like official Nintendo seal looks kind of weird. That game was like the actual game though. The problem was the cartridge, like something was weird with the cartridge and the game would just delete all my save progress every so often. Another weird thing with that game was, I remember once finding a shiny Zubat in that game. I was like, yo, it's a shiny, but like, it was black for some reason. Like, not even like completely one shade of black, it was like colored in like a dark shade of gray. Which is not what shiny Zubat actually looks like. Very strange. I'm really curious how that happens. Yeah, and then of course, I got the beauty that is the, what is it, like 365 games in one cartridge, which is actually kind of cool because it's a bunch of like NES games on a Game Boy Advance cartridge. And a bunch of them have the sprites edited to be Pokemon. I made a video about it like years and years ago. Hi, hello, welcome in. Another game that I always wanted to play as a kid was Digimon World Dusk or Dawn. I always wanted to play those games, but for some reason I could never find them in stores or online. Like, I could find them, I could never find them in stores. I think I found it online once, but it was like £80 for some reason. British pounds. So I decided to finally achieve. Yo, Suki, thank you for commissioning me. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you're watching stream right now, but I want to say thank you anyway. Suki always has great characters. I love drawing their characters. Yeah, I decided to finally fulfill one of my childhood dreams and play Digimon World Dusk. And I gotta say, the game is kinda rough. Kinda rough. I was like in the first area walking around. You walk around basically, and it's like, it's kinda like in Pokemon where random Digimon just attack you. It's like turn-based. But like every time a Digimon would attack me, I would like forget what the map looks like, so I was just wandering around this map aimlessly. And I had to, this is the first map by the way, I had to Google like where I'm supposed to go. And then I find out, because it's like this like, you're in like the sewer. I find out that you're actually supposed to go up to these like valves and turn them off. So that you can go past this area where there's like sludge coming out. But like these valves are so like unauffällig. I don't know what's the English word. They look like they're just part of the map, like the background. They don't look like something you can interact with. Like, how are you supposed to know? And oh my god, I feel like everything is so slow as well. Oh my god. But it does itch that part of my brain that likes collecting little guys and training them and grinding aimlessly for hours with little to no reward. Okay, are we done or am I missing something? I am missing a bit of the ear over here. Haha, a rhyme. Okay, this should be good though. Yeah, I don't see any of the missing parts. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna go and take a very quick break to get a refill of a drink. And then we'll start sketching the next one. I'm gonna do all the sketches first, I think. Well, my brain still kind of works. Okay, be right back. Don't forget that. And we're back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome. Tamagotchi Life's on both Switch 1 and Switch 2. I did not know that. Okay, that's cool. I'm not really in the market to buy a new game right now, but maybe. It does look very cool, to be fair. I do. Are the plushies in the shop able to be bought? Because I get confused. Yeah, so like basically the videos that are in the on my back screen, some of them are kind of older. Show plushies that aren't available anymore. I'm sorry about that. I do still have loaf plushies on my regular shop though. Big round boys. Very soft, very squish. Okay, so... Penny... Penny wants a blep... not a blep expression, okay. I do tend to do a lot of those. Otherwise, happy with anything, okay. Then let me make a thingy... we call it... Penny. Go. Icon. I was asking about the loaf plush. Okay, cool. Love the loaf. Same. Gotta be one of my favorite plushes of all time. Okay, let me put the chat over here and the artwork of the guy over here. Okay, I have drawn this character before, but I don't think I've done an icon before. Also, sorry I totally missed the message about how Tomodachi Life is on Switch 1 as well. I don't know how I managed that. How I managed to miss that. I do tend to miss messages sometimes, so definitely don't feel bad about reposting a message. It's just, if you repost a message more than 3 times and I still don't respond to it, it's probably just because I don't want to. So don't spam it more than that, but you can repost stuff if I didn't answer your question yet. Generally. Got a new dog a few weeks back and learned it's an Irish wolfhound puppy. That sounds adorable. Okay, I think this dude needs somewhat of a smug expression. Maybe like this, and then like... No blep, we're not doing bleps anymore. Bleps are illegal. I do have a strong urge to add a blep right now, to be totally honest with you, but I'm gonna hold back. I'm just kidding. I would love to have a dog someday, I'm not gonna lie. But alas, my partner is allergic. Imagine being allergic to like a little fluffy guy. Skill issue. Also 100%ed your game, yo. Good job. What kind of dogs do you like? All of them? Yeah, I can't decide. Like, I do like, it's a very generic answer, but I do really like huskies. But I also like small dogs. I also like chihuahuas and Pomeranians and stuff. I think if I did get a dog, I would get like a small to medium-sized one. One thing that I don't like about dogs, though, is that they're little stinky boys. Like, I know it's very normal for dogs to be kind of stinky. And I know it's very ironic to say that sitting here in my skunk avatar. I don't know why, but I'm just like weirdly sensitive to this to dog smell. I don't like it. Grew up with 2 huskies and their howling was so loud. Yeah, huskies are annoying little guys. But it's also kind of adorable. I like dogs, but they're a bit too hyper for me. Yeah, they can be overwhelming. This is very true. Very true. My cousin's dog never smelt bad when I visited, which is rare. No bad breath or smelly fur. He might be magic. Yeah, I've never heard of a dog that doesn't have that, like, dog smell on them, even after they've been washed. Do you have a pet? I don't have any pets, no. My partner's allergic to both cats and dogs. And I don't like the idea of having a pet that needs to be kept in like a cage, like a rabbit or a snake or something like that. I don't know why, but I just can't get past the idea of like having to keep it in like this enclosed space. I know you can like let them out every so often and stuff, but it's still like mostly in that little space, and just, I don't know, it makes me feel bad for some reason. But the more pressing reason why we don't have a pet though is because we do travel quite a lot to go to conventions and stuff, and we don't really have anyone who would be able to look after a pet while we're gone. So that's like the main reason why we don't have a pet. Aside from the traveling, aside from the allergies, I mean. Have you visited Queer Berlin? I've never been to Berlin, to be honest. Pet rhino, you also got an idea. That's an excellent idea. Notice that the Monday streams have been replaced with the Tuesday streams. Yes. I'm doing Tuesdays and Fridays now. Three streams a week is a little bit too much for me right now, unfortunately. And I also realized, not only do I usually have therapy on Mondays, but it helps me to have like a day after the weekend to kind of like get back into the rhythm of things. So that's why Tuesdays kind of works a bit better for me, and it has been working out. Aside from, you know, all the streams I've missed lately, but yeah, just ignore that. Just ignore that. Life seems full of adventures, not gonna lie. It didn't used to be. This is a very new development. I used to never go anywhere, never do anything. But lately I've been having lots more like opportunities and things, and I've been taking them instead of being too scared to take them. Wow, thank you for the stretch reminder, by the way, Falcons. Have you seen any Instagram or TikTok accounts of skunk owners? Pet skunks are a dream for me. That's so rad. I honestly don't use TikTok or Instagram Reels very much. I don't use TikTok at all. And I occasionally look at Instagram Reels, but I'll watch like 3 of them and then I'm done. I have like a weird superpower where short form content just doesn't hook me the way it usually hooks everybody else. Yeah. If it wasn't animated, yeah, there's like a really quick meow where he like does like 1 frame of animation. It's kind of funny though. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of funny. Also, thank you so much for the raid, Freddy. What the heck? Welcome in. How was your stream? Feel free to advertise yourself a little bit. Always welcome. We're just doing some chill little art, drawing some funny animals, chatting about what have we been chatting about? I already forgot. Animals? It went well? Nice. Did you do anything, Bro, my brain isn't operating today. Just played a little Pokopia. Oh, nice. Yeah, Pokopia is another game. Is that also only on Switch 2, or is it also on Switch 1? Same. Follow the stories from Juniper Fox. She runs an animal rescue and has an adorable skunk named Jamjaw. That's an amazing name. Yeah, I might have to check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. I would definitely appreciate more skunks in my life. Pokopia Switch 2 only? Okay, okay. No Pokopia for me then. I am too broke for a new console right now. I have a PS5. I have 1 game for it. This game is so expensive nowadays, bro. Ah. Will I be able to wear the sombrero in the next update, maybe? I don't think hats are planned for the next update. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been playing Digimon World Dusk for the Nintendo DS. Because I'm too broke to buy new games. And I always wanted to play that game as a kid, so I'm filling my childhood wish 20 years later. You found the elusive PS5 game? Yeah, it's called Death Stranding 2, and it's definitely not gonna come out on PC eventually. Might even be already out on PC, I don't know. haven't played that one yet, by the way. I'm still trying to make it through Death Stranding 1. It's such a big game, and I don't have time for video games. The nice thing about Digimon World Dusk is that I can play it while I do other stuff. It doesn't need my full concentration. Require a bit more sleep before work. Hope the rest of the stream is good. No worries, Marty. Thank you so much again for the resub. Have an excellent sleep, my dude. What type of DS do you have? I have a couple. I used to have the original DS, but I gave that to a friend, or sold it to a friend, I think. Like years ago, literally like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. I have a DS Lite. It's pink. I remember getting it as a kid and being really upset that like pink was the only one that was available. But I really wanted one, so I got it anyway. Yeah, I also have a DSi, a 3DS, a new 3DS, and a new 3DS XL. And the new 3DS XL is my, like, emulation machine. I like using it to play, like, ROM hacks of old Pokemon games. Did you know? It's actually really easy to hack your 3DS. Anyone can do it. Yo, Dragon Obscuritas, welcome in. How you doing, dude? Wondering if we'll get a Switch 3 in the future. Yeah, I don't know. Nintendo has been quite unpredictable. I don't like how I drew these horns. I'm gonna redo them. Talking about the DS arrived back just in time. Yeah, DS was like... probably still is my favorite console. There's so many good memories with it. And I've always really... I've always been way more drawn to portable consoles. For some reason. Even nowadays, I still play Steam Deck more often than I sit at a PC and play games. Heading to bed? No worries, Fenny. Thank you very much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Have good sleep. Ah. Yo, thank you for the resub, Reed. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hi, sir. Got assigned... Sorry, there's like a message in front of the message. Got assigned the night shift. I'ma die, probably. Want to start making fursuits again. Hope stream is good. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate it, Reed. And I'm sorry to hear that. Night shift is painful, as I've heard from many people with experience in that field. I just want to check that I didn't forget to thank anybody else for the resubs. No, I think I got everyone. You. Do you know the 3D anime Gregory Horror Show? Even the PS2 game is more known than the series, but I say them anime is a must-watch. Full series is available on YouTube. I don't know that. I don't think I've heard of it. Like the recommendation, though. Made a 3DS theme using the Steam Store assets from your game. That is amazing. I love that. Fall to my knees whenever I enter a game store and see a 3DS costing more than a Switch. Are they actually... Are they actually like that? That's wild. Yeah, I think I got my I love the names. My new 3DS XL. I think I got my new 3DS XL at a good time. I think I paid like 80 euros for it. Got it from like Facebook Marketplace kind of thing in Germany. And I put a Super Nintendo case on it, so it looks really cool. 80 euros is insane. Insane in a good way or a bad way? Be honest. I've been thinking a lot as well when I mean, I've been toying for a couple years with the idea of also getting a PS Vita to hack for hacking purposes. But I don't know, because now I have a Steam Deck, it's like, you know, it's kind of the same thing, but bigger. But also, like, the experience... I could also put all of these, like, Pokemon hacks and stuff on the Steam Deck, but just having, like, Nintendo DS console and playing it on there, it's, like, such a different experience to me, I don't know. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I still want to get PS Vita. I've heard the PS Vita often considered a very underrated console. And that there's actually a lot of really cool games on there, so... thank you for the bits, by the way, Twisted Ninja, and welcome back. Hi, back again. Got mine for around £200 from Japan, wow. I mean, that's a specific, like, Japan region one, though, right? Found broken DS lights for more than a nice condition one. Cost 5 years ago. Has it really gotten that bad? I mean, I haven't looked into Nintendo DS prices in a while, because I don't really need to. Have to go. No worries, Ninja. Thank you very much for the support today. I really appreciate it. Hope you have an excellent day. Anyone else really like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? Bro, Pokemon Diamond was like the game I had the most hours in as a kid. I think my original save file had like 400 hours. I don't even know why though. Like, what was I even doing all of those hours? Because the game doesn't take that long to complete, even if you want to like catch every I don't think I even bothered trying to catch every Pokemon. Oh wait, you know what it was? I've talked about this on stream before, sorry if you're having a deja vu right now. I would hatch like eggs in the game. There were like certain areas in the game where you could get on the bike and just keep the directional pad held in one direction. And you would keep collecting steps so you could hatch all your eggs without having to play the game. And I would just leave it running while I went to school. I would come home and like my daycare Pokemon would be like level 200 and I'd hatch all my eggs and stuff. I think that's why I collected so many hours in that game. Just leaving it running while I was at school or sleeping. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how this dude is turning out, actually. Very, very cute. Okay, I'm gonna save this and move on to the next one, and then come back to it after a little bit of a refresher. Hello there. Hello, Brenda. How are you doing? Welcome to Strem. What's not helping me is Australia's a terrible market. I see. Oh my god, Felix, this character is adorable. What the heck? What the actual heck? Draw this in your style, preferably with the clothes in the ref sheet. Okay. Are we talking same facial expression though, or just generally in my style? Yeah, I'm glad that I never got that into collecting Pokemon cards. Because that would be a pain to do while living in Germany. Like, the German Pokemon cards aren't worth as much as the English ones. There's no boop sound. Oh, right. Yeah, can I fix that right now? Basically, I finally did it. I finally went and did it. I finally cleared out my files on my computer. You know why? I was literally forced to. Because while I was working on my last video, that animation to the soundtrack stuff. Wait, I'm like multitasking and not doing a very good job. Sound, yes. The sound is not located there anymore. It should be located. Here. Wait, no. That's only meows. Only meows. Where's my boop sound effect? Anyway, while I was working on the last video, my drive was so full that I could not even open Photoshop anymore, so I was kind of forced to finally go through and delete all the files I don't need and back everything up on a different drive and stuff like that. And it's beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful. My computer is so clean now. Actually did a good job. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-download this because I deleted it by accident. So I got the boop and the poke. What is the poke called? Small squeak. Okay. Small squeak. Okay, I'm downloading these sounds again. And then I'm immediately taking them out of the downloads folder. And putting them in my live stream folder. I'm not even just throwing them on the desktop. Can you believe it? Can you believe how organized I am? Okay, now we just replace the poke sound. Weird cat audio. Small squeak. Save. Okay, poke should work again. Boop. Squeak boop. Save. Okay, boop should work again as well now. Thank you for letting me know. I completely forgot to do that. It might be a bit too quiet, but it did play a sound now. Okay. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Wish I could take credit for that character. It's my friend's OC. I see. I see. Okay, then I'm going to do... I'm going to try doing a similar facial expression to the one in the ref, but not exactly the same. If that's okay. La 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 la. Yes. Okay. Howdy hi, hello, meowdy. Shrimp, thank you for the reminder. Seeds hot. I was a little bit shrimpy. What you making? I'm working on wiggle icon commissions, like this one. It goes like this. This one's not 100% done yet. I gotta add the background and some touch-ups. Yeah, and then we got a sketch for this one, and then we're doing the sketch for the other one, and then I have one more after this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do these look like when finished? Pretty much just like this, but with a background. Super cute, thank you very much. Thank you. I don't need this. Get out of here. While I was on my very quick break, I thought of something that I wanted to talk about, but now I completely forgot about it. Thank you for the best, Felix. I trust your artistic instincts to make it look good. Also, I didn't think to add this in the commission details, but could you have a gay pride flag background? Of course. Of course you can. I noticed this recently, like, I feel like my art style kind of looks like the My Hero Academia art style. Which is weird because I've only seen 2 seasons of it, and that was very recently. So I definitely wouldn't consider it like an inspiration. Oops.
Hello, Igo a Chipflake pin for my birthday a long time ago. Also what did you think of the architects band?
What did I think of the what? Thank you so much for the dono, Battleship Eater music. I really appreciate it. Give me a second. What do you think of the Architects band? Was I supposed to listen to them? I'm sorry. If you asked me to listen to them, I completely forgot about it. Did I even save them? Let me see. The Architects. What kind of genre is it? Is it Architects or The Architects? Because there's 2 of them showing up on Spotify. And feel free to recommend a specific song as well. Art style looks much better than it did in 2014 to 2017. I really appreciate that, thank you. I've been drawing these wiggle icons for a couple of years now as well. And I look back at some of them that I've drawn, even just like a couple months ago, and I feel like I've gotten so much better. Like, they look so much better now. I wasted him. Okay, I'm gonna save that right now. There we go. The one thing I do appreciate about myself is I feel like I've always been pretty good at like improving. I'm a good learner. I might be like absolutely terrible at something the first couple times I do it. But often I just hit like this point where I just like, just clicks and I just like get really good at it. Oh right, you should wear the clothes. I can do that. Bro, I added a bunch of new songs to my stream music playlist, but it's still playing the old ones that I've heard 50 million times. My art style has basically been a rip-off of Ed Gold's style ever since 2022, and I've added aspects of my own style to it. I wonder if you can still kind of tell, but the Ed's World art style was a huge inspiration for me as well. I have obviously developed my own style over the years, but I wonder if you can still kind of see elements of that style in my own work. I'd not tell, but I definitely see it now. Like, especially when I was younger and I would draw humans. I would always do like this mouth. Like, I love doing that. I still do this mouth a lot. I love it. I think I'm gonna see if I can add a little hand, a little wave. I don't have a ton of space though, so I don't know. Maybe up here? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this and just make a big face. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now I gotta like figure out how to do this massive hair. It's always fun trying to figure out how to convert other people's art styles into my own. I do absolutely love characters with huge hair though. Peak character design, honestly. I know I sound extremely sarcastic right now, but I'm being serious, I promise. Okay. Yo, thank you for the resub, it's Cyphers. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Miwo. True. True. Also 5 stream watch streak, let's go. Currently clipping videos for reporting bugs, and because I'm on Linux, I don't have the choice to disable audio streams and audio sources in Steam, so you're in the bug reports. Oh my god. Hope I don't... There's nothing weird out of context. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Yeah, okay. Let me just add some ear fluff. You're not gonna see the rest of the ear because the big hair's in the way. Wait, wrong layer. Maybe I'll just the shape of it a little bit. I love the liquefy tool, by the way. It's a really nice way to make minor adjustments without having to redraw the entire thing. You can really, like, play around with it as well. Experiment. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna save this. I need to hide my screen for a sec, 'cause I don't know if it's gonna show all my files. Oop. Okay. Been coding all morning, taking a break and enjoying some Chipflake drawing stream. Heck yeah. Sounds exciting. Okay. I'd like to commission you to make another wiggle gif of my D&D owl. Hell yeah. The last one was my favorite gif, so I thought I would get another one. I'll have a ref sheet, something cute and fun. Show off her size will be awesome. Yes, I remember. I remember drawing this giant owl. Okay, it is a little tricky sometimes to figure out how to portray a character's size through an icon, through just a headshot. In the last one, I drew them with a bunch of little animals, little birds and stuff. And I almost don't want to just like do the same idea. But I'm also not sure if I have a better idea. I mean, another thing I could do, it's tough with this particular style of icon because the backgrounds need to be pretty simple. So I can't just draw in, like, forest. I could kind of, like, imply that there's a forest in the background and it's, like, really small compared to her, but I wouldn't have much detail to work with. Hello Bruno, welcome in. Sorry I haven't been talking, I was drawing. That's no problem at all. Do not worry about that. But no, how what he said reminds me of your comic about abandoning new hobbies with the skateboard. I just started skating and it motivated me to stick with it for that entire year. Really? Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh yeah. You know, Eddsworld released a new Toad episode recently. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the new Eddsworld episodes in a long time. I find it really hard to find the time to watch, like web shows and stuff nowadays, sadly. Also, still not caught up with Hell of a Boss. I haven't seen the last, like, I don't know, 8 episodes. Probably at this point. Lipcake? True. True. Okay, I need to think for a second. I could also maybe do like a... like from below kind of perspective. Similar to the one that's on the ref sheet. But I also don't want to just like straight up copy the ref sheet. Opinion on Opal, the rock. Very pretty. What your own pace with shows? I'm catching up on Invincible lately. Oh, I've heard Invincible is really good as well. Yeah, the problem is people keep asking me what's my opinion on XYZ. I keep having to be like, oh no, I haven't seen it yet. You know, I'm so glad. It's so cool to do another one of these icons for somebody who commissioned me for one like ages ago. Because you're gonna see the difference in skill level. Also owl. Very cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for a mix of like this sort of low down angle. Maybe add like a little bird or something somewhere. What's your favorite bird excluding owls? How dare you? Yeah, I always thought ospreys are really cool. Cute and fun. Yes, I can do that. I think. Alright, I should save this. 1 second. There we go. Those are my recommendations on YouTube, a book I should read. I'm glad I read it. No Longer Human. Love a deep dive psychology. I feel like I've heard of that. What's your favorite animal? You want to guess? Ever watch The Boy and the Heron? Nope. I have not. Very cute and fun. Maybe we should do a blep. I didn't get to do a blep today, so... No, if it looks weird on a bird, though. Bird blep. When the bird blep. Have a wonderful week. Keep going on your work. It's amazing. I really appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Hope you have a wonderful week as well. Want to get into doing commissions, but I don't even know where to start. Hmm. That's a good question. Yeah, I feel like I can't give very good advice on that. Because, back when I first started trying to be a commission artist, before even doing YouTube, I kind of failed at becoming a full-time artist. Are martens still your favorite animal? Wow, you remember that? Nah, skunks have been my favorite animal for a while. I do still really like martens though. They're very cool. It's tough out here. Yeah. I mean, do you already have like some kind of a following on social media? Are you or are you also just starting out with that as well? Not a very big following? Okay, okay. Something I feel like tends to do pretty well is YCHs. That might be something you could try. You know, like you draw up a pose or something, and then people can commission their character in that pose. Like, a friend of mine who's a pretty small artist with like a pretty small following, the YCHs always do the best compared to custom commissions. I think people just like, you know, a lot of people who commission art, they just want cool art of their character. They don't, oh my gosh, it's fine. They don't want to like have to think about like, oh, what do I want? Do I want colors? Do I want the background? Do I want blah blah? Like the YCH format is like, okay, so I do this and your character looks like this, here you go. I think a lot of people like that. I find it easy. It's also pretty easy on the artist part as well. Decision making be hard, exactly. Very much true for me. Exactly. Do you know where to share royalty-free art assets? Not really, to be honest. I just have mine on my Ko-fi shop. Listed as free. So, excuse me. And I uploaded them onto YouTube, like reviews of them onto YouTube with the link in the description for where to download them. I feel like a lot of people still don't really know that I have those available. I'm so burpy. I'm sorry. Love my chip winter blanket. It's generally better than most you can find in stores. That's really cute. Thank you. Making fan dubs in Portuguese of your videos. Is that okay for you? Yeah, I guess. YCHs are so big now that some people have YCH fursuits. How does that work? You mean like a it's like a white fursuit with the letters YCH on it, or what do you mean? Those are some big fungus. Ah. Yes, I do like the concept, but I need to draw a better hand. Also, no, I did draw it the right way around. It's over here. It's the... Yeah, the thumb is always closer to the face. Literally that, okay. That's amazing. Yeah, I also feel like people like doing things through services like Ko-fi. They like just being able to order the thing and then be done and not have to like reach out via DMs. Some people are a little bit too like shy for that. Also, VGen is supposed to be a really good platform. I've been considering moving over there myself. So on VGen you can actually like search for specific types of commissions. So like if somebody specifically wanted an icon, they could search for it and then mine would potentially show up. Which is not really a thing you can do with Ko-fi. I just have to like... I'm like solely reliant on myself to like advertise my Ko-fi commissions. Yo, Pluffy, thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. I like. Hell yeah. What's your favorite Steam game if you've had time to try any? If that counts, maybe I would say Nier Automata. What game do I have the most hours in actually? The thing is, I'm not the kind of person who really plays, like, multiplayer games. So no, like, Counter-Strike and stuff like that. The multiplayer game I have the most hours in is Gunfire Reborn. Which was a pretty cool game. That's true, that's true. Recent activity. How do you see... Ah, playtime. VTuber Studio is my favorite Steam game. Nah, I'm just kidding. VR Chat is the game I have the most hours in. Followed by Baldur's Gate 3. That I only reached Act 2 of, by the way. Yeah, then it's Gunfire Reborn, Nier Automata, also didn't finish that yet. And then Rain World, which I kind of only played for stream. Like, I'll probably never play that game again. It's really cool. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. It's just not for me personally. Yeah, then we have Monster Hunter World, which was also a cool game. I feel like I couldn't really like understand how to play it properly though, I don't know. And then Death Stranding is the next one. There you go. Hope that answers your question. Honestly understandable? Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad that's understandable. No, like I think I unironically think that Rainwell is an excellent, great game. Like sound design, the music, the character design, the world building, the mechanics, everything is really good. It just doesn't it doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit the kind of game the kind of gamer I am. It wasn't that bad in the beginning, and I remember praising the game for that. The level of difficulty. Like, in the beginning, it was difficult, but I always felt like, every time I died, I always felt like, okay, I know what to do better next time. I can do it, and I was always motivated to keep going. Even when I was dying, like, over and over again. But about midway into the game, it started like you would die and then you would get sent like way back. Like the checkpoints were they got so sparse, and that really bothered me. That like really killed my motivation to play it. I really don't like it when you die in a game and you get sent back like really far and you have to do so much all over again. But yeah, I do recognize that that's, you know, as we say, a skill issue. It's not the fault of the game. Many people like that about the game, and that's okay. Soup people? Where? I sure hope there's no soup people in my chat. You all know how I feel about soup. Have you played Half-Life 2? I haven't yet. I will play it eventually. I've played Portal 2. I love Portal 2. Also, hi Noah, welcome in. Sun's still looking weird, bro. Bro, you won't believe how many hours of my life I've spent studying and practicing drawing hands. And I still can't do it. To be fair, I don't think I've drawn that many hands from this angle. Usually from the top or the side. Just gonna say VR chat is most likely your same favorite Steam game and leave it at that for now. I'll probably forget. I guess you could say that. So much progress lost always sucks. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can enjoy that. To be honest. But I also think that's just kind of like how... That's just kind of the kind of person I am. It's not just exclusive to games. If I feel like I need to feel like I can do something and that it's not gonna take that long to do a thing. Otherwise I immediately get discouraged and demotivated. It's not just video games, also like trying to learn any new skill or any new hobby, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this for now and come back to it later. Hey everyone, did I catch him in time for his favorite catchphrase? Is Chip in time? No. That was like 2 hours ago. And I will not be doing any redos. Slum's desk. Personally, my favorite Steam game of all time is Portal due to the fact I can mod it easily and play it on my phone natively, even when I even have my character in it? No way. Yeah, Portal is a freaking great game. I do wish I would have played it, like, when it came out. I love it when Chipflake said it's chip in time and then proceeded to chip all over the place. Bro, why are you spoiling it? Come on. If they weren't here 2 hours ago to experience that, then they don't deserve to know what happened next. Yeah, another issue that I have with trying to portray this character's size in a wiggle icon is that, you know, I could draw like little creatures, like little mouse and stuff here, but like the outline is going to be this big, so I don't have much detail to work with. I think I might just keep it like this and put like a nice like sky background with like clouds and stuff. I think that would be a nice contrast with the character's colors as well. Joining today for my first stream? No way, welcome in. Welcome to Shrem, we do art. We used to do gaming streams, but I gotta be honest, I don't know how I feel about them anymore. I don't know if I enjoy doing gaming streams. But at the same time, whenever I play a game by myself, I feel kind of like lonely. Like I have this urge to like commentate what I'm doing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out a way to still do occasional gaming streams. Like maybe just like once a month, like a really long one. I don't know. Or I just somehow just do them when I feel like it. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, I know that guy. Let's plays. Okay, okay, you know what? Just for you, I'm gonna spoil something. So I've had a video, my German channel, in production for literally over a year now. And that video is kind of a Let's Play style video. It's like a Let's Play style video, but it's like different. Like it's not just me playing a game. It's cool. It's fun. I really wish I had time to finish it. At this rate, I might even just re-record it because like my German's probably way better than it was back then. Yeah, you're not allowed to tell anyone, okay? It's a secret. Nobody knows this. I mean, everybody knows that I have a German video that I haven't worked on for a year, but nobody knows what it's like, what the video is, except for you guys. It's secret. Seasonal allergies are annoying me right now. Yeah, my partner's been getting destroyed by allergies. I feel so bad for them. Yeah, I'm happy with this. We're gonna do the line art. Commentating what you're doing isn't the worst thing ever. Some people just commentate without adding anything. Like shorts, reactors. Tools of distraction. Hello? Do you mind? I have to finish 3 icons in 1 day, okay? Don't be distracting me. Like, for the stretch reminder, also welcome in Leon. Leaving for it? No worries, Falcons. Appreciate you stopping by. Wanted to learn German and Spanish, but lost motivation for both. Oh, dude, like... trying to keep up the motivation to learn a language is tough. Like, I would love to learn Dutch, but I'm just like honest with myself that like I don't have the time or motivation to do that right now. So in that way, I'm trying not to like feel bad, like make myself feel bad about it. Bro, 3 raids today? What is going on? Welcome in, Cookie King. How's it going, dude? How was your stream? Please share a little bit about it if you want to and advertise yourself. We're just doing some art as usual. Some chill art to help the Aussies sleep. What was I talking about? I feel like what I was just talking about, I wanted to add something else. Oh yeah, like the language learning stuff. Yeah. It's very hard, so I don't know, don't feel bad about it. It was freaking good. Played a funny horror fishing game called Gone Fishing. That's just the name of the game. That's great. Chaotic as shit. Nice. Always impressed by how you're able to always find these really weird and chaotic games. Very inspiring. Meow made me think my kitten yelled. I apologize. It was just Chip. He's a noisy boy. Yeah, it's really weird. I'm like, every time I'm like streaming a video game, I'm like, man, I kind of wish that I was playing this by myself. And then whenever I'm playing a game by myself, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I was streaming. Oh, I don't know what to do. No, I found it either, it appeared, and I was like, this is perfect. Nice. Also, just before my first DJ set at a FurCon? No way. Awesome. Where did that go? That's so much. Always like, damn, I wish I would share this. I could share this with everyone. Yeah, I'm like playing the game and I'm like commentating it in my head. I'm like, oh, it would be really, I really wish I could like, you know, see the reactions of people who've played this game before or are also experiencing this for the first time. And then, like, people who know, like, fun facts about the game can, like, share those. And then when I'm streaming, I feel stressed, and I'm like, if I was playing this by myself, I could really take my time and not have to worry about what people think of my gameplay and stuff. Went pretty good. Also, whoops for IRL DJ set. Have DJ'd before in VR. I see. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, dude. Good job. My orange idiot just walked in. You mean your cat? Orange cats. Orange. I commentate my games as if I'm streaming despite never streaming in my life. It's crazy, and I loved it. Gave lots of theory and pride in things. Set was all about my journey in life and being a true you. That's really cool. Oh my god. And Shrimp, thank you very much for the reminder. I know a lot of fun facts about the game. Super Chipflake, ooh, quest for the uncooked schnitzel, available on Steam and Nintendo eShop. I know you do, Smart Andy. You're like a walking Wikipedia about that game. What's the headshot you're working on? Is it an icon profile picture or something else? Yes, it is a profile. It's an animated profile picture, actually. I've been working on this one as well. It's just missing the background and a couple of touch-ups. But essentially, these are all gonna look kind of similar to this when they're done. A little wiggly. Little wiggly. And I just remembered, I don't have any more slots open for the 24-hour ones, but I did want to open a couple of regular ones for people who don't mind waiting a little bit longer. You know what, I'll open like one of them just in case. I don't want to get overwhelmed. Love the wiggle. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy working on these. These are like my favorite type of commission that I've ever done. Hence why I've done like hundreds of them at this point. I don't even know how many I've done in total. It's definitely at least 100. Gonna go get some after-stream kegs. It'll always be hot in Australia. Understandable, dude. Thank you very much again for the raid. And I hope you have a very not too hot day. And a good sleep. Ah. Yeah, DJing is another one of the 10,000 things that I always thought would be cool to get into. Hello. Why is my reference closed? Here. Yeah, when it comes to music, like DJing, I always thought was really cool. But also, playing the drums. I always wanted to learn to play the drums. Just funny because I've always been a very quiet person. Maybe I'll still do that one day. when I can afford it. Problem with me is just I have way too many interests and hobbies. I don't know if I should be adding even more. Comes a difficulty to live life in an apartment. Yep. That's true. Like, I would only be able to practice... I don't know. There's probably places you can, like, rent to practice in, right? Yeah, that's another thing. If I had my own set of drums, like, I don't even know where I would put those. Quiet electric drums exist, so you can practice quietly? I guess so. Something I've been itching to get is one of those electric keyboards. Because I've been messing around a bit with GarageBand on the iPad every so often. And it's fun, but it's not quite the same. It's very accurate, to be fair, like very detailed. It's not quite the same as pressing like actual keys. Autism special interests. Is it also an autism thing to have like a million different interests? So I feel like I never really get like special interests, like one specific thing that I'm like really into. I don't think I've ever really had that. ADHD. See, I don't... My thing with that is, like... I do relate to a lot of the symptoms of ADHD. But the thing is, I feel like I wasn't like this as a kid. And ADHD is something that you're born with and you have, like, your whole life, right? It doesn't just develop. So, you know, if I didn't have the symptoms as a kid, what I do as an adult, it can't be ADHD, right? Again, I'm not an expert. Please don't, like... Please don't attribute anything that I'm saying to yourself. Always talk to a professional. You are born with it. Just as a child, you are a fool. I love that word, fool. And thus do not know anything. Everyone I know with ADHD says it got worse as they age. As soon as you lose the structure of school/uni, it becomes very apparent. Yeah, I think that does make sense. It's just that, you know, the way it's diagnosed is that they interview you based on, like, how you were as a child and how you are as an adult, right? So I feel like I would not, like, fit the diagnosis criteria based on how I was as a kid. I don't know. Something I should probably speak to my therapist about. And I will, don't worry. Thank you for sharing your experiences, though. I genuinely appreciate it. It's very nice. What were we talking about before that? There were like hobbies and stuff, right? That I have too many. And then I get decision paralysis and then I just don't do any of them. Real. Psychology student in the chat. Even if you didn't have symptoms as a child, it can get triggered later on by other factors, even simple changes like educational systems or routine changes. Sometimes it's just hard to realize until these changes happen. Okay, thank you for your input, I appreciate it. I guess I'm just getting hung up on, you know, how it's usually diagnosed. And then I feel like I don't fit into the criteria. I've been streaming for 3 hours, sorry. I feel like I don't fit into the criteria that is usually required to get an ADHD diagnosis. But again, this is all just me speculating. I haven't discussed it with my therapist. I'm kind of... I don't know why, but I'm kind of scared too. How are you doing today? I'm okay, thank you very much for asking. Definitely doing a lot better than the last 2 weeks. Been scared to talk to the one person you're supposed to talk to about that? Yeah, sounds about right. You know what my brain is telling me? It's gonna sound really stupid when I say it out loud. So, my partner's actually looking into potentially getting an ADHD diagnosis. And it's something that the therapist actually noticed, like, during their sessions. And suggested it. So I feel like now I'm like, because I helped them fill out like some of the forms, like some of the interview questions, and was like, like I kind of relate to quite a few of these as well. But now my brain's like, you know, you can't just like suddenly say to your therapist like, oh, I think I might have ADHD too. It's gonna look like you're just like attention seeking, like copying your partner or whatever. That's what my brain is telling me. I know it's like really stupid, it doesn't make any sense. For some reason, I feel like the therapist is gonna be like, Why would you even think that? That doesn't make any sense. You obviously don't have it. Which is not how therapists talk. And I know that. And I don't know why. Can't get that feeling out of my head. Beep 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 beep. Honestly, some therapists don't take ADHD in adults seriously, so you gotta be really careful about it. Yeah, true. I mean, I think the fact that they suggested it to my partner is a pretty good sign that they do take it seriously. You know, my partner's not like the stereotypical what people expect when they think of a person with ADHD, you know. But yeah, I do agree that a lot of people sadly don't take it seriously in adults. Or like anything really, like if you're not diagnosed with anything as a child, then certain certain types of doctors and stuff, they think you're just like making it up and stuff. It's really frustrating. But I'm glad to I am happy to announce that my therapist seems pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're pretty good. Saw a therapist for a few months and the only conclusion we got to on anything was that I need a girlfriend. Seriously? Bro. I'm sorry that you had that experience. I promise they're not all like that. And I also hate the fact that that's something that you even have to worry about. You should just be able to, you know, get help with whatever problems you're facing. Not have to worry about if they're actually gonna give you if they're actually gonna help you or not. It's a frustrating world we live in, but good therapists do exist. Very unhelpful, but very very funny. That is pretty funny, that's true. Also, hi Shy, welcome in. How is it going? Oh. Das ist das erste Mal, dass ich dass der Redeem in dieses Stream eingelost wurde. Ja, wurde. Stretch, okay. Was heißt Stretch auf Deutsch? Hä, wie heißt das? Strecken? Oh. Wieso bin ich nicht drauf gekommen? Komisch. Mein Wortschatz ist für'n Arsch. Ich hasse es. Okay, der ist fertig. Das nächste. Ja. Excuse me, I just had something weird in my throat. Yeah. It's going well, having some yummy brown sugar milk tea. Oh hell yeah. That sounds very epic. schnitzel was just stuck in your throat. True. Okay, let me get started on the lines for Felix's. Or Felix's friend. Probably not going to be streaming too much longer though, just so you know. By the way, I always try to raid people on Twitch who are playing Super Chipflake Ooh. So if you were if you were planning to do that today, now is a good time to start. Shocks, yeah. I would love to stream longer, but one issue is that my partner also streams today. Bro just stole my streaming day, I can't believe it. Yeah, so I need time to like... We need time to cook and eat food and stuff. Yeah, but also I'm honestly getting pretty tired, so... Yeah, no. That's how it is. Artist Ram Schnitzel is currently streaming, but that's German only, I think. Really? So they're not showing up in the category for me. Just hope you have a super long weekend. Yeah. Because frickin' Monday is a public holiday as well, isn't it? Imagine if... I mean, I'm saying this as a self-employed person. But imagine if 4-day weekends were just the norm, dude. We would be so... society would have progressed so much. Yo, thank you for the sub, Maz. What the heck? Appreciate it. Prime sub? No way. Not the game, but because of the name. I see. We would live in a society. Yeah, we would actually live in a society. Can you believe it? I had 3 days off last month. Like... Lost weekends, or... Yo, thank you for the primary sub as well, Penny. What the heck? Thank you. Legend? Ah! No way. For gore, I have that. Well, thank you for choosing to use it on me either way. I really appreciate it. How's the artwork going? It's going pretty well. I feel like I'm a bit slow though. But we should be good. I'm just gonna have a small break after stream. Eat some food. And then continue working on these this evening while watching my partner's stream. Three days off for the entire month. Wow. That's like... Isn't that like against human rights? Oh. I'm very sorry that you have to deal with that. What are you gonna make to eat? I don't know, actually. We have some frozen pizzas, maybe frozen pizzas. We also just have like a lot of like random ingredients in the house. It's pretty cool having an ex-cook as a partner. They just get really creative and make something epic. Maultaschen. So, I regret to inform, but I am not a fan of Maultaschen. I apologize, and yeah, please don't tell the state, otherwise I'll probably be banned from ever getting a German passport. Partner will be for the first time at EF this year. Any tips on how to approach you there? Tips? No, it's okay. I'm very, I don't know. What do you mean by tips? Like, are they anticipating that I'm gonna be really shy, or are they really shy? So the thing with me is, when I can tell that somebody else is like more shy or more anxious than me, suddenly I'm like the most confident person in the world. I guess I just like, I want other people to feel comfortable, so I try to like, I don't know, it just overrides any anxiety that I might have felt. They are shy? Oh. Well, you can tell them that, like, tons of really, really shy and really anxious people come up to me at conventions. Like, they're not the only one. And I don't have a problem with that at all. I do feel my concentration starting to wane, but I think I can finish this one frame before I end the stream. Will do love your streams and vids, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I love meeting people at cons. Everybody's... I don't think I've ever had, like, a negative experience meeting someone at a con. Everyone's always super nice. You just gotta, like, keep in mind that I might be kinda tired. And... I don't know. I don't know if I have, like, resting bitch face, but I have been told before by somebody that I was hanging out with and having a really nice time with, by the way. Yeah, afterwards, we're like, hey, were you okay? Like, you seemed really bored. I'm like, no, bro, I was having a good time. I don't know, I guess I just look like that. Like, I would never be mad at somebody unless they're like mean to me on purpose, you know? Planning to do dealers done at a woo/EF. I will have a dealers den booth at a Woostria, and I have applied for Eurofurence as well. But I haven't got confirmation back yet. So I don't want to, like, I'm saying I most likely will be there, but I don't want to, like, announce it officially yet, just in case, because Eurofurence dealers den is pretty competitive, I guess. Like, there's not tons of spaces, and there are a lot of artists applying, so... I mean, last year, like... I only managed to get in because I accepted an offer for a smaller table than I originally applied for. I don't know, I think I have a decent chance of getting in, but there's also always the chance that they could be like, you know, oh, we already had this guy last year, let's pick someone else this year. Which would be a shame, because I really want to do it again, but, you know. Love the stream today. I'd like to say listening may be more productive while tidying, but it's not nice to lie at all. Well, thank you anyway, I really appreciate it. Wanted to grab something last year, but the queue was always so long. Yo, thank you for commissioning me, Wiz. Appreciate it. Don't know if you're watching stream right now, I'm gonna say thanks anyway. Yeah, so... The queue wasn't that long all the time. I wish I could remember what times exactly it was pretty chill. On the last day, it was the most chill. That's true. I don't think I had a big queue at any point on the last day. But then, by that time, I already sold out most of my stuff. If I do get in this year, I'll be better prepared. I'm not, you know, yeah. Either way, I appreciate it. One last quick question, when is the best time to plan/budget for a FurCon? You mean like, as a dealer/artist, or like as a visitor? Because if it's the latter, I don't know, because I've never been to one just to hang out there. As an attendee. EF as soon as possible. Hotels get very expensive / scarce the longer you wait. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I've never been as an attendee. With Eurofurence, I'm lucky because I have... I can stay at the Salsa Shark studio. But I think the general rule is probably the bigger the con, the earlier you want to start planning and budgeting for it. Yeah, I just remembered somebody asked me like 2 hours ago if I'm gonna be at Dokumi this year. I don't know if they're still here, but yes, I will. That's another con that sells, the tickets sell out so quickly. You have to be really quick. Okay. So I think that is gonna be it for today. But I would like to thank you all once again for stopping by. It's been a really cool stream, very productive. I'm gonna finish these 4 off today and send them by this time tomorrow. Probably a bit earlier actually. And yeah, sorry, my brain is like extremely dead. But yeah. Thanks for being my background noise while studying. You're very welcome. I'm impressed that you're able to study while listening to a live stream at the same time. Good multitasking skills. But yeah, have an excellent weekend and I'll see you again probably on Tuesday. I don't see a reason why I won't stream next Tuesday. Good night.